Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Monday, the 30th of June, 2025. So we're looking here at the synoptic from yesterday, and the high pressure you can see sat right over the southern half of the UK. It gave us quite a hot day yesterday, and it took a little while for the soaring to get going. It's not quite so overcast today, although cloud base is still quite low and the visibility is quite poor. But if we look at midnight last night and then into lunchtime today, you can see this high pressure's moved off into the North Sea. It's now sort of over northern Germany. And we think there's going to be a slight change in the weather. The soaring might get going a little bit earlier today, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. If we take this through again through midnight tonight and into tomorrow, we can see this front that's come down the country is starting to stagnate over the middle of or over the top of us. Again, we'll have to wait and see what actually happens there. It seems to be a bit of a weak cold front, come warm front, depending on which direction it's going. So that could prove to be a little bit tricky in terms of predicting the soaring conditions. The sat pick, a little bit top cover to the north of us up past Oxford. I can vouch for that. I've already been up that way this morning in the motor glider, and it was quite low level, but it seems to be burning off quite nicely there. And as we get towards round about between 8 and 9 o'clock, we can see it starting to break up there. And most of certainly central and southern England to the east is clear of cloud. There's no rain on the rain radar at the moment in our area. And if we have a look at the forecast, they're suggesting there might be some down in the Channel, but that's going to fizzle out, and very little, if any at all, is going to make landfall. One or two sort of showers, I would imagine, quite big showers by the looks of it, brewing up late on this afternoon, early evening, certainly into sort of Lincolnshire and sort of central England. Odium's TAF, they're forecasting 1305 knots, greater than 10k visibility with few at 2,000 feet, and then a 30% chance at temporarily between now and 10 o'clock local, scattered at 2,000 feet. I've gone up winds to Shoreham today just for a bit of variety. They're forecasting variable 2 knots, greater than 10k viz, scattered at 2,500 feet, and then becoming between now and lunchtime 150, 12 knots. Spot winds then to the north of us, 1,000, 2,000 and 5,000 foot winds are all 180 degrees, and from bottom to top 15 knots, 15 knots, 20 knots. To the south of us, a little bit more variety there, 1,000 foot 160, 10 knots, 2,000 foot wind 170, 15 knots, and 5,000 foot wind 200, 20 knots. Locally at Lasham on the airfield, we're going to start off with a southeasterly flow, and if we just stick a little flag on there, that's given us 6 knots at 10 a.m. By sort of late afternoon, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 knots southerly. So it's going to gradually come round from southeasterly to southerly throughout the day. The local Met Office forecast is showing the winds doing exactly that, southeasterly, southeasterly, southerly throughout the day. By sort of 5 o'clock, it may even go around southwesterly for a little while. And they're talking about 7, 8, 9 knots with gusting up to 20. So we'll just keep an eye on that and make sure that we're looking after the canopies, that kind of thing. Big thing for me today is temperatures. They're forecasting certainly a wide sort of band of 28 degrees throughout the whole of the afternoon, and it's going to be quite hot out there. And looking at the cloud cover or the sunshine on the ground, there's an awful lot of sun on the ground today. I'm just going to roll this down a little bit to have a look at the UV levels as well. You can see we've got certainly from just before lunchtime, we've got 6s and 7s throughout the hottest part of the day. So just bear that in mind. Make sure you've got plenty of sunscreen, drink loads and loads of water, and keep yourself well hydrated. GFS are going a few degrees hotter. They're suggesting this area might be something up as high as 31, and the dew point down at about 14. So there's a fair old split there, about 17 degrees. Currently here at Lasham, we'll just refresh this to get the latest temperatures. Yeah, it's climbing quite rapidly and has been doing for the last few hours. We're up at almost 24 centigrade now with the dew point hanging around about 17 and a half. And as you can see from the camera on the south side, looking west, we've got cumulus forming and a nice gentle breeze blowing there. Sky sight's potential flight distance is getting better the further north you go. And if we have a look at the cross section, certainly in this area, they're reflecting the blue day with maybe some cumulus around about 11:30. Thermal strengths up to about 4 knots, and thermal heights they're only suggesting up to about 4,000 feet best above mean sea level. So yeah, just under 3.5 above sight. So it's going to be hard work today for those wanting to do long flights and stay local. Top Meteo, they're also suggesting that there's a fair old distance can be flown today. But as you get towards the south coast, it rapidly deteriorates. And we're right on the southern edge of that. And if you have a look at the thermal heights as we go on by from 9 o'clock, you can see that although it fills in quite quickly, and some of those heights are looking quite good, up to sort of 3,000 feet, just to the north of us at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can see some of these numbers are grayed out a little bit, and they're showing that perhaps sea air is going to be coming in all day long. We're going to have to contend with that, and it's going to affect the soaring local to Lasham. So if you get away and you get the chance to get off on task, then I think north is the way to go by the looks of it. So this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've now got local to us about 4,000 feet if we're lucky. But to the north, we're getting up to sort of 5,000 feet and maybe even a lot higher, 5.5 as we go further north. This is 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, and you see the whole time the south coast has been held back in terms of convection there. No times today. It's quite a rare day for the Lasham area. There's nothing really to affect us at all today. For those going cross country, you'll obviously be looking at these to the north and west, but I'll let you do that for yourselves. The only one that's close to us is 31. It's Sandhurst, and it's somewhere we won't be going local soaring. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing, and we will start with the Odium cross section. And you can see that cumulus around about 2,000 feet are a sort of dominant feature up until about now, actually. And cloud base should start to go up. It's actually looking out the window gone blue. So some of these cumulus may appear for short periods of time, but then disappear again. But the thermal activity should be there. And looking at the surface winds, we're talking 160, 170, 180, so gradually going round towards the south throughout the day. Glider bookings then, there's 2 K21s on the course flying, there's 1 K21 and 1 K13 on booked flying. Ian, if you're watching, if you could get a K13 out for us to fly, then that's what we'll use this morning. There's a K21 on the casual list, a K13 on trial lessons. There is single seat availability, and there's one person on the casual list. The simulator is, of course, available as per usual. Just a reminder here about the Aboyne autumn soaring, wave soaring expedition. You can book via the office. You can get information from Barry, Evan, or myself. Moving on to 2XL movements, there's nothing to report today. So the general situation is there's a high pressure over the south of the country. We've got a southeasterly wind forecast to start veering towards southerly throughout the day. We're on runway 09 with cables to the south side. Please be ready when the cable or tug arrives. And of course, do not land or taxi on the disused runways shown here in red. So we're on 09 today, launch point vehicle on the south side, winching on the grass south, aero towing on the runway north. If there's any grid today, 09 grass north. That's it from me today. If there's a good fun to be had, make sure you get it today. Have a great time and please keep it safe.